and what's on your mind so you can get it off your mind. Maybe we can discuss it if it's worth discussing. Try to keep your chat appropriate and let's have fun for it with it. And what do we have in chat? Anybody? Give a few minutes. Most people aren't used to me doing a Sunday show. It'll be a little odd for people. Be back in 1 second. I have to grab something. So it'll be dead air. That's always fun. I didn't turn off my fan, so you've got that in the background. Be right there in 1 second, guys. Sunday. Where did I put this? No idea. Anybody here? Oh, we got some people here. How you doing, guys? And who do we have? Botox Rocks. How you doing? B. Freeman. Dead air. Well, yeah, it's not dead. You heard me in the background. So it's free chat today. If anybody wants to come on up. Let's see here. Let's see if B's. No, B's not signed up. Hey, John Little, how you doing? It's not allowing me to. Cool. So I got myself a rechargeable battery today. Just hooked it up. See if it does anything. I wasn't convinced on the regular battery. And, I drained it down to half a volt. And by the time I worked on it, it was up to, I think it was 3 volts or more. These things just don't want to stay discharged for some reason. Let's see what we're sitting at now. We're not on. Four and a half volts, 4.51 volts. At least it's holding steady. It doesn't seem to be increasing any. But yeah, when I drained it right down, it just wanted to go back up. So 4.15. How you doing, Botox? That's disturbing. Again, I'm going to leave you guys with dead air for a second. I tried to invite... can't see you guys. Let's see here. So you on Haps now, John Little? Oh, doesn't show you. Yeah, you did. You missed yesterday's class. 1 week till Halloween. Awesome. That's going to be fun. Is everybody ready? I'm ready for Halloween. I don't really do anything, so I just stay home. I'm in an apartment building, so the kids don't come around. They just go down to the lobby and collect the candy there. Hey, 1 stoner and 3 cats. Extra big hugs to you, too. All right. You have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Still can't do it. Thought you were invitable. Let's see what we're doing over here. Okay. So I'm hoping notifications go out. So it's a free chat, guys. Anything you want to talk about, we can do that. Within reason, of course. Let's try and stay reasonable about it. I'm looking for my smokes. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Chat amongst yourselves. As I say, it's not a formal day. What makes you invitable? Being on HAPS. Having signed up with HAPS. And I'm able to click on your name and invite you in. I thought John was, no, it won't let you. Okay. That's bizarre. You have to start with a new email address, I think, John, or something. I don't know. But, let's see here. Let's go to apps. And, oh yeah, YouTube. So HAPS is a little, I like StreamYard for inviting people up. I should have used StreamYard, it would have been a lot easier. But HAPS keeps all the chat, which is better for my class because I need to go back and chat and read what you guys said. So that's why I keep it environment. I use HAPS more often. But there's a HAPS channel you can go and join. Lurve. Won't let you in, eh? That's weird. So I'm waiting for a coffee to come back. What did we view last night? Last night's remote viewing was fun. Saturn. Saturn's Rings is where we went. And that was pretty cool. I don't know why I was directed there, but that was the target when I closed my eyes. And I thought it would be the planet, but it wasn't the planet. We've done the planet before. We could do the planet again. Hi, Scratch. How you doing? No, didn't it let you? It let you in last time, John Little, but it didn't let you talk for some reason. I don't know why. Pre-crime, I guess. You committing those pre-crimes? And in Canada, they're claiming that the vaccine passports and all that will go away sometime around December. Um, Promised to us by Doug Ford, who said we wouldn't do masking, and we wear masks. Who said we wouldn't do lockdowns, and we did lockdowns. Who said we wouldn't do vaccine passports, and we have vaccine passports. So, uh, still alive? That's good. Did you go and get yourself checked out there, Scratch? Still have some ongoing conditions? Oh, yeah. I'm just going to search something up here. Hey, Big Jude. Big Juice. Hi. How you doing? I don't recognize that name. Isn't communism just a ad? No joke. No, John, I haven't. Okay. Yeah, communism is serving Canada well. We're enjoying it. The freedoms of communism, the forced injections. Some people say there's COVID camps being built in Canada for the unvaccinated, so that'll be interesting. It's always fun. We do have COVID hotels. They stick people in these hotels, and where you can get raped uh, if that's your desire. Hey, Lucky Stone. Hey, thanks for dropping in, bud. Oh, okay. Thanks, buddy. Big Juice just subscribed. Thanks, Juice. Trey's just posted. Giant. Give that a try. There you are. So it likes Giant, doesn't like the other name. See if it lets you talk this time. Well, yeah, because they don't give you. You're not allowed to lock your door, and you're not allowed to leave your room. There's like barely any staff, so there's no security, no nothing. It's a good place. They don't feed you. Um, they can lock you in your room and just leave you there. That's been done. So we're well on our way. Uh, we're following suit of the Chinese Communist regime and locking people in their houses. We haven't actually welded anybody shut in their houses yet, but I'm sure we're well on our way to working towards that. No, They haven't here either, Scratch. They're just trying to coerce us in. They're actually backing down from the nurses. They gave them 2 more weeks to decide whether or not to take the shot. Um, People that have already decided not to take the shot, we'll give you a couple more weeks to decide whether you want to take it or not. This might be time for them for their planning. In some places in the States, they're bringing in, I heard, anyways, they're bringing in, what is it? What's that agency? Not DARPA. Who was it? Wasn't DARPA? UN? No. FEMA. FEMA workers to cover the nurses that aren't going to be coming back. Yeah, where was that, in China? B. Freeman? I saw that too. Yeah, they were hammering those people with the 5G. That's pretty much it. Because at 5G, 60 gigahertz, they can disrupt the oxygen molecules, which means your oxygen uptake goes to zero. So you suffocate. Brit building spirit. Yeah. Or bulldog spirit. Okay. Yeah. And our inventiveness. Control is a difficult thing to maintain over people. Yeah, that's their new control system. But there are ideas, at least, on how to combat it, mitigate it. Yeah, China. Yeah, yeah. I saw those pictures in China of people falling down on the streets, and I thought they were either crisis actors or they were hitting them with a weapon. Because the flu doesn't do that to you. The flu is a gradual progression. Uh, you know, and most people can make it to the hospital. There's very rare cases unless they just refuse to go. Well, it's got some weaknesses, but they're trying to overcome those. Um, well, what is it, Scratch? Keep us in suspense. I'll do more than that. Well, they tried taking down the towers in was it Denmark or Norway? Didn't have much success. They laughed at them because they were attacking 3G towers, and the 5G emitters are much closer to the ground. So, at least in most cases that I've seen. Although we have Starlink satellites, which is supposed to transmit 5G, which seems nonsensical because if 5G only travels about 500 meters, how are you going to beam it down from space? Just doesn't make much sense. So that sounds like a lie. Oh, okay. Fiber optics, yeah. That's very delicate stuff. Oh, thanks, Giant. Still wouldn't let you up, eh? Let's make sure I'm sub to you. There we go. Melted all. Yeah. Well, it needs a power supply too. I've seen Chinese lanterns take out power in an area. Yeah, yeah, give it a go. Yeah, you guys can donate on HAPS if you want. That's actually an option here. So, doesn't like small radius bends. Oh yeah, yeah, bends in it. Yeah, yeah. My friend used to install fiber optics. A friend of mine. Underground though, but there's access tunnels to boards. They're all linked up to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It takes it takes about 12 to 24 hours for HAPS to confirm you're um, joined up with them. Yeah, right now I'm still on combating 4 and 3G. Um, 5G, I don't know what type of shielding your body would need for that, but probably just like 3 and 4G because it is microwaves. Um, Problem is the beam is much more intense, and if it hits any part of your body, electricity will go through your entire body unless you're grounded out. Now that's a possibility with the idea of the battery. I've got I bought a rechargeable today. $18. Man, they're expensive. Let's see what we're at now. 2.5, 2.6. It went down. Now it's going back up. We'll see what it does in a while. Steel wired armor, also, yeah. Yeah, lead will work too. Any metal, really. All types of cabling, yeah. So give some time and see if there are any differences. Oh, Trey's posted something. I wonder if he's going to join us. That's too much pot, B. Freeman. That's nothing wrong with you, just smoking too much pot. That is one of the side effects of smoking pot. Again, lay off the pot. No. Much better graphics over on YouTube. It seems like. Usually it's worse. That's funny. Saying long term has always been freaky. Short term is useless. Yeah. My short term has been pretty bad most of my life, so I don't think anything of it. When Alzheimer's hits me, it'll just be normal. Seems like they won't get. Yeah, it's had a lot of troubles in the rollout. B. Freeman. They really like they're getting small cells in some areas, but mostly just on routers in this area. There isn't much 5G out on the streets as of yet, as far as I know. That's good. It's been banned in a lot of places. Conjure Zoe, yeah, yeah, and Cynthia. Yeah, I hope it gets banned in more places. Like the studies on them, like need to come out. We know that the wireless network is bad for you. And in Canada, we're allowed 600 times the EMF emissions of places like China. They have much stricter regulations than we do. There's the biggest tower I've ever seen. Wow, not far from you. Yeah, it's nice. I know they are. They're putting them on buildings, like right outside my place. I can look across and see a bunch of emitters. Now they're just, I believe they're 4G. They're the big panels, I guess about 8 feet tall. No, they're bigger than that. Well, the towers are about 15, 20 feet tall, and they have several emitters on each tower. You have seen them? Yeah. I don't know how to tell the difference really. Yeah. Because they have all kinds of different antenna arrays and configurations, even down to the actual tiny emitter, because what they are is a panel of tiny emitters all lined up. And they can have different types of antenna, like curled or spiraled, or all kinds of different configurations that they use. Yeah, I've been looking into getting an EMF meter myself, but there's one that I really do like. Yeah, they're like $250. Now your phone has the same. If you have a smartphone, it has the exact same equipment as an EMF meter. It uses a magnetron, and your phone has an extra benefit of being able to detect Wi-Fi signals and other phones and cell towers. And that's why I suggest people use the ElectroSmart app, because it detects everything for you. Keeps a record of it for, well, you can keep an unlimited record. The tri-field meter only covers a fraction of it. Yeah, and some people consider that best for normal peeps. Well, yeah. Oh, what is that? Sometimes we have there's a Lancaster that's in our area. They keep it here often. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, then you'll have to get a meter scratch. Yeah. But a smartphone will do just as good as a detection job as an EMF meter. You're going to pay just as much, well, usually more, for the phone. But it comes with a magnetron, GPS, and the ability to detect all the signals around you. If it's a good enough phone. My phone, unfortunately, I'm on my emergency phone. It's not good enough at the moment. So my wife's is the only one that's keeping a record of what's going on in my area. Although now they don't even care about the what the tests say. I don't think they just make up whatever numbers they want because now they've got asymptomatic cases as their new measure. Yeah. Well, you could even take a disabled smartphone and use a scratch, like a used smartphone. Just don't hook it up to the internet or at all. You know, I don't know if that would work, but it might. And old smartphones are pretty easy to come by. You got hit with something, oh, flipping like a fish. You got hit with something a few years back in Seattle. Yeah. Yeah, me and my wife got hit last year. That was terrible. Both of us heart palpitations, nausea, weakness in the legs. Yeah, sense of smell gone off. If you start feeling those conditions, leave that area as quickly as you can. Being submerged in water is probably about the absolute best. But I don't know. Get grounded at least. Yeah, disabled smartphone might work. Yeah, I don't know. Should if you can get around. Yeah, I don't know. That might be worth a try. Oh, okay. All the phones need to be registering here before you can use them for anything like apps, because it would have to get on the net to get the app in the first place. Well, no. Well, you could get the app on a chip. You could put the app on a flash drive and put it in there. There's different ways to get it in there without having to go on net. With that particular phone, you could use another device. If somebody has a computer, you could hook your phone up to the computer and put it in that way. You don't need a satellite phone. That's not what you need. Just a regular smartphone with GPS ability, and it'll do just fine. You don't need a satellite phone. But anyways, if you can find problems with it, that's what you're looking for. If you can find solutions, that's what you're looking for. I'm kind of I'm of the opinion if I want to do something, I'll just dig at it until I can do it. Yeah, my wife's phone is good enough to track what's going on around here. And, my phone isn't good enough for anything. So I do have to get another one. I should get a used one that I can use just for that. I'm going to do that too, Scratch. So wait for a couple weeks and see if I can get one up and running. Of course, I do have a data plan and a phone carrier and all that, so I could just put that chip in. Yeah, I didn't like the idea because I knew what 4G and 3G were doing to us. Uh, but they had no plans of stopping there. In some places, they're planning already for 7G. Like, it's insanity. But we know what that's for. That's for controlling robots, pretty much. You need that type of broadcast ability to control planes, drones, uh, with artificial intelligence, or better, who knows? And we have a hidden comment. And that was years ago. Then last year, I found the document I was posting everywhere. And in that, it confirmed what I'd always thought. Yeah. And that was back in 2010. Yeah. Yeah. So they're way beyond. They're probably, well, they're claiming 7G already. So they've got to be beyond that by now. Oh, there's my coffee. Good. One second, guys. Got brought a coffee. I have a wonderful wife who brought me coffee and Timbits. It's a Canadian thing to do, eh? We're all addicted to Tim Hortons up here. But 5G and the wireless network is constantly on my mind too because, well, for me, I'm electrosensitive. And the 2 years that I've been following, well, it's 2 plus actually. I got the Electro Smart app over 2 years ago before the pandemic started. And when the pandemic hit, my EMF meter went off and just didn't stop going off for about, I think it was 6 months. Weird how what? Hold on. Speeds have allegedly gone super fast yet for the last year. My internet has gotten slower and slower. Yeah, now that's part of the plan, right? So they're going to start screwing. I think this is what the possibility, anyways. I don't think this is absolutely what they're going to do. But I've noticed that too. Um, Certain apps are working better than others. That could be because of their design, but like I noticed that my internet seems to slow right down when I use Odyssey and other platforms other than YouTube, which will run almost perfectly when I'm out of data and just on reserve data, emergency data. So they seem to adjust that to make your viewing easier on YouTube than any other platform. And I think that's what they're going to do, Scratch, is start limiting the bandwidth so that you have to upgrade to 5G. They've already taken out all cell phones from 2017 and back. They will no longer operate. It had to do something with the licensing for the signal ran out, and I guess they're not going to renew it. So, but I'm not sure on that. There's Desert Rose. We've been summoning people lately.
Oh, okay.
We've been working on this.
Mentally summoning?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a good method to get people into class. I like it. And it seems to be good practice and it works. I don't know. Hey, Desert Rose, good to see you. Since broadband started, whenever there was a alleged increase in speed, I never once noticed any difference. And that's every upgrade from 2 meg to 100. Fair, that's fair. I ran the same videos that I run today in 10 years ago. They don't make it's all the same. You're kind of right there, Scratch, I think. That's nice, Desert Rose. I've got great reception. I'm in the city, though. So again, if you guys want to be able to come up, oh, you can't see it there, and do a chat, you'll have to subscribe to HAPS, and it takes 24 hours. No, I keep checking you guys to see if you're on HAPS. I'm invading your privacy. Yeah, we have a substation, a power substation just across the street, and there's work crews that go in there at certain times, and they work on the substation for a week or two, upgrading it, I guess, putting in their black boxes. Some people think. I kind of agree with that. They're doing something to the power grid. The power grid carries the lily wave. No fun when chores are done. Can't watch nothing. And people are claiming, and I haven't seen any, that there are black boxes being put on poles. Now, in some areas, I'm sure there are. I haven't seen what I would consider credible video of it, but have you, Scratch? Seen any of these black boxes? Or anyone? Oh yeah, let's show you guys something here.
Wow! Oh, sonic boom. Wow, the sonic wave is, holy shit.
Pretty cool.
Wow! Oh, see that? Sonic boom. Wow, the sonic wave. Holy shit.
Pretty cool. All the
Wow!
swirling
Oh, see that?
and then the radiating.
Sonic boom. Wow, the
Very similar to some of the
sonic
things we
wave
see
is,
in remote viewing.
holy shit.
Volcanoes, toroidal. Look at it. It looks like a torus field. Looks like half a torus field there now. Thought that was a really cool video. Hey Trey, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. I gave you an invite if you want to come up and if there's something on your mind. What's that happening to? This guy working on a 5G tower said they're only allowed to stay up so long. Huh. That's interesting. Maybe they're installing the robots. Right on. I can't think what else. Radiation, probably, Cynthia. Yeah. I've been real loud or real quiet. About what, B. Freeman? Live meaning they haven't killed the feed? Yeah. Okay. They must mean they're working on it live also. Yeah. If you put your hand in front of one of those, I wouldn't do it. The Navy had some accidents with that, people walking in front of radar dishes and stuff. That'll make you real sick. I don't know, but it's a huge tower. Oh, wow. No, that's not a job I'd ever want either, Scratch, going that close to that emitter. Even just being like on the backside of it, I just wouldn't want to. They're too dangerous. Unless these guys have somehow figured out a way to ground themselves out on a constant basis. I don't know. I don't know how their health would fare over time, right? I would think so, Scratch. But they probably wouldn't relate it to that. Like we've accepted the idea over time, over the past 30, maybe even 40 years, that disease and dying of a disease is the way to go. But when I was young, I collected encyclopedias, and that was the way it was becoming in westernized societies and modern societies. But even in the 70s and 60s, the disease level in places that were undeveloped and didn't have much of a power grid or a broadcast system, they still had very, very low disease rates. And I wondered what that was, if it was like pollution. But you look at these countries back in the 70s, and there were people raping the countries for resources, polluting all over the place. That wasn't it. Was it food? Well, they had fresh food. They had all the food that they grow in their countries, so that they've been eating for probably thousands of years. Now, I figured it was something to do with maybe lifestyle uh, and the electric grid and the power grid. So that was my thinking when I was young. Because they had no jobs and they had no power, but they had lots of pollution and other things that we have in westernized areas. So, yeah, it is. It's worse than working on live power cables. You are absolutely right, Scratch. You had to eat something to avoid talking about it. Okay. Did you get rid of that pie? Feel fine. Go outside and get sick. No towers around me. Yeah. The only way to really be sure of that, Desert Rose, is to use it. Get a tester or get an app. If you get the ElectroSmart app, you can set it to have a warning when it rises above a certain level, and you can choose a cool ringtone for it as well. And what I found is there are areas that I go to, or I used to go to, that had higher levels of EMF radiation. There's a certain section in my building where I can't go now because if I do, I'll get dizzy, sick, and have to lie down for a few hours because there's concentration of EMF radiation in that area. And I don't think that's a deliberate thing. I think that just happens to be um, that area because it hasn't changed. It stays the same. So there's somebody has a certain amount of emitters in that area that's somehow crossing or condensing into that area, and I can't go into that area. Every time I go downtown, I will start to feel some of the effects of EMF radiation. Well, don't forget too, there is Starlink, Desert Rose. There is the Starlink satellite system. I don't know what they're using up there. I can't see how it's 5G, but they claim it is. So there's really nowhere to go. Sure. Yep, you're scheduled as an invite. Cheyenne, John Little, uninvite. And it says you have an invite. Yeah, that's a good one, B. Freeman. Yeah, unless you're going to turn off the very last one. Yeah, leprosy and procreation. People contained in one area. only the Christ could visit. Yeah. Dina, DNA, and the parables, and the papal bulls. How come only certain body DNA, R and RH factors get, a virus. Send in the phalanx. Gatekeepers. Yeah, there's one group of people that apparently don't experience many effects from vaccine shedding as well. I would bet it would be two groups, a particular sect of Sikhs and the Ashkenazis. That's, according to something I saw, was the particular Jewish sect, but I'm betting that the now there was some controversy over that in our area. There was Bonnie and Barry Sherman. There's another Bunny. Where's Bunny? Let's summon Bunny. Where's the hip hop? Hip hop Bunny. Yeah, I have to go into the city every day for work too, and I feel the effects of it. And my work was nice enough to put up a nice transmitter in my work area so that we could receive information to a tablet that I have to work on every day. And that could be Scratch. Let's see what I've got. Just see if my lists have saved. Okay. Where's my watch later? 24. Favorites 13. Protein. Oh, there's a good one. Wherefore art thou, Bunny? Could be that there's some different types of tissue in there.
And it's certified live and dry blood animal.
And the blood and the practice that I've been seeing, which prompted me to
Now they may automatically stop YouTube.
At all.
They have done that before.
If you would understand that the capillaries and the
Suspended.
little arteries of all my gland so it results to actually see out those
Well, you should order that.
myocardial
More
problems,
stuff.
intravascular blood clotting. So there's no option
Share
you can actually read
without censorship.
cut-
So here are these
who had the
fur
vaccine. This was
balls they're
done at
finding.
a 400
We'll call
times
them fur balls.
magnification, and then one is so this was
And
done
they're
at a
finding
higher
stacking
magnification. I think this
in
was
the red blood
also used by
cells, which isn't supposed to happen.
So what you're seeing here
Now here are these
appears to
small
be this
nodules
round black
that
disc with metal connectors. So what kind of
connect to each
feedback
other. They move around
have you
and
gotten from
self-organize.
experts with whom shared this?
Zoe.
So a lot of the other structures that I've been showing
So it's lots of good fun.
is
Uh,
was done by using this technique.
everybody wants to share this with their
And
friends.
when I shared
Yeah.
it with a couple of other experts,
That's why
I
the
think because I haven't used this
companies are making so
technique,
much of
they're
it,
not
because we
quite
want to share
seeing
all
this.
this stuff with
But
friends.
yeah, no,
I better
it's really
stop
come out.
dumping this so we don't get too much trouble here. Oh yeah, there's some fun stuff there. Everyone loves to share. Ah, she got mad cow. Yeah, yeah. Everybody needs some of that. What creeps me out is the things that live deep underground. Yeah, there is some weird stuff down there, weird microbes. And we've gone inside the earth and seen some pretty strange things. We've gone through the earth. That was fun. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just some fun stuff that the companies want to share with you through the jibby jab, right? I was looking for, let me take a look here. I want to find a particular video, if I can. If it's saved to the list properly. Let's check the favorites here. Oh, here's an interesting one. So let's share this up. This can't be too bad. There we go.
So I love detox baths. They get radiation poisoning. They take care of pesticides. They take care of the parasites. If you got a bathtub, you know someone's got a bathtub. That's the easiest, fastest way. Good old baking soda. So 1 or 2 cups of baking soda, 1 or 2 cups of Epsom salts in there. That already is a wonderful detox. It's fungus on your body as well. You add
So yeah, if you got them,
a little bentonite clay. Aztec Secret is a wonderful
play.
brand, 1/2 to 1 cup. Now you've also got a major pull of poison coming
Some
out.
boron.
You add in 1 cup of boron to that laundry detergent. It'll take nanotechnology out of you. You scrub down 20 minutes. How does your tolerate, right? Okay, so I'm just getting a new website started.
So that's good.
Periodic.com.
Good info.
I put all the detoxes, everything I do for detox. So I love detox.
So let's look at some other interesting structures. Weeks back, was trying my insanity. It is pretty insane there, Scratch. Zika? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Kind of looked like a big hairball, didn't it? Trying your insanity. Yeah, I agree, B. Freeman. Keep your insanity. In this world, being insane is the only way to make it through. There's John Little, but we don't have. Let's see if we can get him up. Nope. So I've got you here, John Little. I just can't get you up. Let me try uninviting you and re-inviting you. Let me uninvite everybody there. And go back up and see if we can find you. We were way up there. There you are. There's Giant. I'll invite you on that. See if that goes through for you. And you're still Giant. If you could make a comment as John Little. Oh, there's John Little. There we go. It won't let me invite John Little now. Oh, because you're up there. Okay. Yeah, I have no way to get rid of you at the moment. You're up there. I don't know why this doesn't want to work. You know enough already. Yeah, that is true, Scratch. But I don't know. I like to keep up with the insanity. Do you have that on 1.5 times speed? I hope not. It's a pain. That's too bad. Kept glitching. I never understand why a single word she said. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ebola does look like the funky hairball, doesn't it? Yeah, and that's something they've ran into is coagulating blood. What are we sharing there? Well, that's weird. Stop sharing that. I wanted to check. Let's see, what do we have in watch later here? I was looking for, I save things to watch later. It's easy. This is range. Oh, I have that there too. Nope. Favorites. No, I only have the Stu Peters one. Oh, this is a nice lady. She's got she's really interesting. She's pretty quick too. She's got her own opinion. Your opinion.
You're welcome. So, good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming. There's lots of people. I want to thank your staff for being as kind as they are.
We'll have
You have a
to
phenomenal staff. Thank you for that.
video every once in a while.
So I'm going to get into several topics on the meetings information that will be in Nuremberg code. So,
Is that all
years
right?
ago, the Nuremberg code came about as a result of the atrocities that occurred during the Second World War, specifically the Nazis with their genetic experiments on humans. And if you read the Nuremberg Code, you would understand that as a result of all countries, major players in the world signing this document, they were clear that humans were never forced to wear a mask, never forced to endure vaccines that were safe, any treatment protocol that was not safe, and certainly not genetic. So, even if people don't have a degree in molecular biology, they're young. I like information.
She's a little twitchy, but I
From
think
my
she's rather
perspective, and
nervous.
working as I do,
She's
it concerns
standing
me
up
greatly.
in front of a council,
One of
which
the precepts, not only
he probably doesn't want
in the Nuremberg Code, which stated very
to
clearly,
do.
we're not going to be an experiment ever again. Signed off for. It also gave the people
Probably lose my channel for
power
this.
to hunt down the Nazi
Perhaps.
criminals. And there was instances to watch people creating genocide in their own countries, et cetera, et cetera. So the Nuremberg Code protects innocence and can be forgotten in the process of all this, what's going on.
Daughter all get in trouble. But no. But you got another person trying to speak out. If anyone unleashes Ebola on anyone else, yeah. Well, there were African countries that had Ebola, and so their cure for Ebola was to kick out the CDC, and suddenly their Ebola went away. It was just an amazing coincidence, but yeah, I guess taking control of your own healthcare seems to cure these diseases. LOL. But yeah, if you go to HAPS or Odyssey, you can get all kinds of good information on what's out there that won't be able to see normally on YouTube, at least recently. But I'm sure they're working on it. I got half clear, half glitch. Yeah, that figures. It's the platform. They don't like it when you put stuff up. I was given a copyright or a suspension during my last Sunday's broadcast. They suspended the broadcast for 2 minutes because I was playing a video. So they're up to real time editing for you. It's a service, in case you're doing something they don't like. They can just edit you out for a few minutes, and once you're done making the infraction, they'll let you back in. I hope you can hear me clearly now. No, they're just helping. The CDC took the Ebola out with them. I guess before they left, they went around and they just collected up all the Ebola out of people and took it with them. It's a very kind thing to do. Oh. What did you post, Trey? Trails and Sun. Oh, sky videos. I love those. Yeah, it is. It's a service they're providing where if you do something wrong, they'll edit that for you. I didn't even have to pay for it. They just did it for free. So that was really kind of them, I thought. I always wanted real-time censorship, but I don't never thought I could afford it. Finally, YouTube has done that and given us free censorship with every subscription, and it's a beautiful thing, you know. Very kind, very loving of them. They love to share. Yeah. But where did they take it to, B. Freeman? That's the concern, right? Spaced. You're back. Okay. Is it better now? No more glitching? Yeah, I think that's censorship there, Scratch. They're censoring me for my own benefit, helping me out, you know. But I'm glad you're back. So I guess I really can't share too much with you guys until we get everybody over onto a different platform. So let's see. I have to go here. YouTube hates it when I do this. But they let me do it, at least for now. They love to share their parts like the New Zealand lady. Yeah. Well, that's just a kindness too. Um, I saw a lady in, I think it was Australia. It might have been New Zealand. She was outside without her mask on, um, breathing dangerous air. So the police officer decided to help her out. And all right, Scratch. See you later, buddy. So he grabbed her around the throat to help her stop breathing this dangerous air, and then helped her up against a wall, and then helped her onto the ground while helping her not breathe this dangerous air. It was a very good thing, you know, a kindness. I have been looking up, there are these sound generators that I have seen recently that are supposed to put out a Schumann resonance. And there's ones out there that claim they can mitigate the effects of EMF radiation, causing differences in the blood. I don't know if that's true or not. I have to do much more research on that type of a device before I go spending $200-300 on one. Go BitChute. Watch a video with Dr. David Martin called Illusion of Knowledge. You'd have to, can you post that for us? You've got a wrench. I think I'm on BitChute, I'm not sure. Check. Pretty sure I signed up there. Or was this the one I couldn't log into? Oh. Oh no. Nope, can't get into BitChute. I think that's why I gave up on BitChute. I couldn't get into it. They don't bother me much. Google and YouTube. Multi-million losses. They lost almost immediately. Yeah. Can it emulate a squatch? I don't know. Or a lion. I don't know. They love to hide these comments on me. Scratch, you're saying bad stuff. Okay. Let me see. I have to go over here to get to that. Okay. Oh, okay. The illusion of knowledge, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a long video. I can't watch that right now. Thanks, Trash. I'll take a look. Yeah, they hid that on us. It's, I predominantly now I watch Odyssey because most of my channels are there. I've been working on getting Rumble. Most of the channels that I watch on Rumble as well. And I'm hoping to be able to multi-stream to all of them soon. It's very educational. Cool. I like. Yeah, we think we know stuff. And some stuff we do know. But in the scheme, in the size and breadth of knowledge out there, we really know very little. You limit the amount of places you use. What do you mean by places? Channels? Won't even let me put John Little up. That's weird. Try it now, John Little. Or Giant, whichever you're under, if you're still there. 2 video sharing sites, okay. Yeah, I got it up on my computer here so I can watch it later. Well, anything else you guys wanted to talk about? Three, to keep in touch with peeps. Yeah, I just have video play. I just have video players. I don't have any social media. I'm not on Twitter, Twatter, Faceache, any of them. Just YouTube, Odyssey. Rumble. Oh, and I have an email, of course. Okay, Desert Rose. Much love. Thanks for dropping by. Not in my life, no. Maybe in others, but no. Maybe they count for you. Look what you did. You summoned Cynthia and she had company. That was mean. Have to be careful with your summoning. We'll have to remote view them first, see if they're busy, and then decide whether we're going to summon. Love you guys. Love you too, Desert Rose. All right. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end this. It's 4:30. TR3B and the TR3A. Well, that's an interesting subject. Raw sun and a raw moon. AR, harmonizing. Cinderella's boreal. Last one raw. One sun. Lilith fades with our moons, periods. Judas priest. The devil made him do it. Then our new moon. God to sun. Some Aryans. I don't know. Which bloodline do you think it is? See, it could be the ones that shall not be named, or it could be the unknown, the Sikh clan. Could be. How many different sizes of them? Because I've seen. Hold on. All right. You too, Trey. Have a great week. I've seen different sizes of triangular craft. Are they all TR3s? Just different variations? Or do they belong to different people? I don't know. But we've gone and looked at the TR3B. And it was ran by people. So they were people just like us, probably military. In fact, there were indications that they were military. Well, it's just a version, I guess, just a different version of the TR3B. Which you figure there must have been a TR3A before there was a TR3B, right? Right. They never had names or numbers or anything, yeah. Even the TR3B could be entirely just, have absolutely nothing to do with what it's called. Just symbolizing triangle B. I don't know. We've looked into them in remote viewing, but there's not much information on them really, other than images and suspect. Yeah, and I wonder if the size differences could be um, military versus other world. I don't know. Although they claim that over Russia they've flown giant cylinder ships and giant TR-3Bs. I've seen images of the cigar-shaped cylinder ships, but not the giant TR-3Bs outside of cloud cover. Yeah, the A and B could be. Yeah, it could be both. The size difference, or like you say, terrestrial or reconnaissance. Although they claim people that have talked about even the small craft, some of them seem to have the ability to do travel from star to star. Some of them don't. It's kind of a mix, a blend. If they're saucer craft, it seems some of them have interstellar and some of them don't. And the same is, I don't know if the same would apply to the TR3s or not. That's what the difference is. Yeah. Yeah, that could be just conjecture from the start, scratch. Hmm? Yeah, okay. A triangle makes good sense in a terrestrial, but in an interstellar, it doesn't really matter what shape you are, really. You could be a block or a flat plate, and travel is just the same because there's not much resistance. A lot of cube ships showing up in the skies as well, in the clouds. Yeah, they have been around for a long time, Scratch. I catch videos of it every once in a while. I watch Secure Team and that, and they often have cube ships and TR3s and a couple other ones I kind of keep tabs on. Yeah, a lot of it, like when the internet came out and all of these videos about stuff came out, that all this stuff used to be on TV. There were channels when I was young that would play all the sci-fi documentaries and conspiracy theorist stuff. It actually got played on TV, but then they stopped it. Oh, right on. Yeah, I love cube videos. They're cool. But they're most of the ones I see, they're in the cloud, so it's hard to see any real structure. It's like they're cloaked. Yeah, it look like skyscrapers mixed with star destroyers. Yeah, the one I saw in over Russia apparently, it was gigantic. Like there were buildings that just dwarfed everything. I've seen two side by side to each other. Wow. I've never personally seen an alien ship in the sky. I've seen a different planet, but not a ship. That's the only weird thing I've seen in the sky. Oh, and the black column that went across the landscape. That was weird. But I've never seen an alien ship. Just showing the cube. Aw. He deleted it. Wow. Hey, Ray. Awesome. Good to have you here. Inverted pyramids didn't see them until after taking the photos. So I don't know. Wow, that's cool. Or it could be a cube on its side or something. Yeah, just seeing what's on your video, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen a cube. I've seen some really strange looking circular cloud. Well, not circular, but crescent shaped, I would say. I've seen some on My Skies and other videos that show these crescent shaped looking clouds with what seems to be a hollow inside them where there would be like a craft. That's pretty amazing. Let's check over here. Is anyone over here on DLive? Any word, hi. Nope. Got some inverted pyramids. Yeah. Speaking of Tyler, I was going to copyright strike him the other day. Why? But that would mean YouTube knowing all of my details. No thanks. Okay. Comment about Russia, Siberia got the memory puffing, pulling stuff up. Yeah. The Russians, they film everything. They've got those dash cams. And they catch meteors coming in and getting blown out of the skies. They catch everything. You removed my link from the video you made showing my video. Oh. Oh, that's mean. That's not right, Scratch. Maybe he's going to try to make money off it. That's why, or something. Looked involved with this, those pyramids. Looked involved with the moon. That's interesting. Yeah, with cloaking technologies beyond our abilities at the moment, there could be anything up there, and we wouldn't have a clue. Maybe with infrared, but that doesn't seem to show up much either. They may have their ways around that as well. They could be up there all the time, B. Freeman, and we'd never know. That'd be horrible. That's probably true. Right on, Scratch. Cut him off. Keep like that. I'd ask him if it was a mistake first. He might have just made a mistake. But, yeah, I would ask him what's up. What's up? I can't get my link. That's not right. Some people, eh? As I say, could just be a mistake. Scratch. Ask him first. Give him an opportunity. Hi, Max. How's it going? I've asked, no reply. Oh, that's too bad. Well, it's hard to know what people will do sometimes, eh? Yeah, you just won't get another. Yeah. I'm constantly taking pics of the sky at Beef Freeman. My wife is too. She's one of those people that loves to look at the sky and see what's going on, because there's always something going on up there. At least it seems like. Probably YouTube stirring it up. Could be. That could be. You've hardly looked outside for the last year? Oh, dear God. That would kill me. I usually have to go spend some time in the woods and walking around. I barely got out this weekend, just got out for a walk today, pretty much. A little bit yesterday. Didn't get to the woods, though, so. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that for a long time, Scratch. And your car hasn't moved. Yeah, that would not be my life, Scratch. I have to get outside every once in a while. Me and my wife spend a lot of time walking. It's good exercise, and we like to look at stuff. Gives you a chance just to chat and stuff. Hi, Max. How are you? Lord Master is here. Well, maybe you should get outside a little bit, Scratch. It might help with your state of mind, and go into the woods somewhere. The colors and the shapes are soothing for the human mind, and you'll get lots of good EMF protection in there. The field of a forest is some of the best protection you can get from EMFs. That's why they keep chopping down. Hi, Paula. Paula Shields. Hi. I don't. Have you been here before? But yeah, getting into the forest is one of the best protections you can get, and one of the best experiences for your body. You can go and ground yourself in the forest. And it's good to see you, Paula. We're just doing a chat today. Usually I run a class practicing remote viewing, where the participants, all the people in chat, they do the remote viewing. I'll be doing one next weekend if you'd like to come by. That'd be great. Too cold now. I go into the forest in the middle of the winter, Scratch. And when there's snow, I make paths into the forest so I can go and sit there for a bit. I'm not limited by weather. I'll go out anyway. Oh, you're from Ducks Channel. Right on. Oh, yeah. Okay. I do recognize you now. and how rough you are at the time. Yeah, that's a definite limiting factor. But your health could improve by giving yourself that break. It is very therapeutic, Scratch. Even if there are no leaves on the trees and you can just touch the ground with your hand. You don't have to touch the ground with your bare feet. You'll still get the grounding effect through your hands. He has, but now he's left. I didn't give him enough attention. So I don't really have a lot to say. So, okay. That's entirely up to you, Scratch. Yeah, I would hate that if my breathing slowed in the cold. Mine kind of does too, depending on how cold it is. And you got to wear all those clothes too, which is a real pain in the ass. So what are you up to, Paula? This is a free chat, so anything you want to talk about, you can bring it up. It'll be fine. I got some good videos of parents yelling at school boards down in the States. I don't know if they're doing that up here in Canada, but I'd love to see that happen here. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. If there's anything you want to talk about, bring it on up, and we'll chat about it. Got about another 10 minutes. I'm going to stay on about another 12 minutes. And I'm going to cut it off. That's been a couple hours. And my shows tend to go pretty long. I don't know why. Especially the classes. I try to keep them to an hour, but they end up being an hour and a half, 2 hours. So if there's anything anybody wants to bring up, go ahead. We were talking about 5G and other good fun stuff that's going on around us. Slept. Used to never happen to me when I was young. I slept wrong. That's just a... Now I can sleep wrong, and that's just a terrible thing. Oh, wow. That's tough, Scratch. Wow. Oh, you beat me. I'm only 53. You win. Yeah, you should. A lot of what you described does sound like EMF to me. I don't know. Going outside because it's cold, you can't breathe. I don't know. But yeah, Steve has asthma. That's true. I don't have asthma, so I don't experience that. Yeah, you don't look a day over 21. That's right. Nice, Steve. So is that, do you have asthma, Scratch? Is that what you've got? What originally inhabited the moon? I don't know. I know there's inhabitants there now on the surface and inside, but I don't know. In my thinking, the moon was originally part of a body. Seems to be an antithesis ball, but I don't know. And then somebody hollowed it out, and the stories that we have about it are the Native American stories talk about the moon being rolled across the sky by two brothers. So we were discussing that last night. A lot of people get upset about that. That there maybe have been a time before the moon, but it could be that the moon's as new as 10,000 years, 12,000 years. It may have been the cause of a cataclysm that I think we've had many. Oh, that's too bad, Scratch. Can't be fixed. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, when my son gets home, I'm going for a smoke. You're killing me. Bad knee. Oh, I have to have a chaperone. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, send love and healing your way, Paula. Was severe when you were diagnosed. Wow, in 08. Reasons for today's chaos are part of a cyclical shift. I don't know. We were discussing pre-industrialized countries earlier in the prevalence of disease. So that may factor into it too, Steve. There are all kinds of factors that can cause things. Back in the day, scurvy was a transmissible disease until they found out it wasn't, you know. So you can say it's one thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is until science decides, or, well, science doesn't really decide. Science shows that that's a prevalent idea. Or investigation, or whatever. It's hard to say. Could be cyclical as well. I do believe in a cycle of the universe. I think there will be a point where we're drawn back into the center. I think right now we are in a place of expansion and radiation, which causes us to, for some reason, it seems like there was a smallening, like we're getting smaller. And then I think what happens is the universe will take us back in and recycle us eventually. Well, all the matter. I mean, all of it as a whole. Spirit to non-spirit, spirit to non, and now non to spirit. Okay. Try to put my head in that space. Reason for today's chaos, part of a cyclical shift. Yeah. There's the Kali Yuga. There's so many cycles we're in too. Down to our solar system, from the galaxy and universe, I think, down to our solar system. Oh, I find this planet. That's quite a compliment. Thank you. Good to see you here. I was just about to shut it down in about 3 minutes, though. We fall and we rise and we fall again. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now that could be done in different ways. It could be positive and negative cycles. It could be human nature taking control. There's all kinds of different cycles we could go through too, like emotional or spiritual or psychological cycles, depending on where we are in our evolution. And some people, I listened to a lady called Joni Rotten, and she compares us to the psychology of the human being as he grows. She claims we're about, I think, around 12 to 14 years old as a society mentally. Not that each individual person has the mental capacity of a 12-year-old, but the society is operating as if we're around 12 years old. Well, that's an interesting thing, B. Freeman. I think good things happen all the time. And we're all across the planet, so there's going to be different energies and even different cycles there as well, right? Each area goes through different cycles, planetary cycles. Yeah, right, Paula. Yeah, I love Joni. She's great. All right, glad you'll be here early next time. The notifications don't go out very well as well, Finest Planet. On my other channel, I had to wait for up to 40 minutes for some of the notifications to go out to people. So I thought starting a new channel would help that, but it doesn't seem to have. I just ended up with different problems along with the same ones. Yeah, I like that she speaks her mind. Hitting puberty, right, Steve? It was all about a code coloring book. Crayons after Hillary lost. Yeah, I think there are good things happening all the time. B. Freeman. I think there are bad things happening all the time. I don't know if we now live in maybe a world of balance where there's going to be areas of what you would call evil and areas of what you would call good, just in a constant flux and shift, right? Or if we'll end up in a total dominated world, who knows? If Klaus Schwab gets his way, I guess we will be. And she said and she has your mom's name. So That makes her cool. Yeah, I get that. All right, guys, we hit the 2 hour mark. So I'm going to leave you. And until next time, much love. Keep that third eye open. Use your intuition and your intelligence. Stand strong.